What's up, everybody? It's me, Noah, the NNBandicoot.
And I'm Sean, the MK Ninja.
And we are the Super Tryhard Bros, bringing you back some more Sonic 06 goodness. Where we last left off, we did Crisis City, which is the level that got into Sonic Generations. But now we're doing probably one of the worst levels in the game. It's so bad I don't even remember what it's called.
Okay, so knowing you, who defends this game, going in saying it's one of the worst, I am excited.
Alright, actually, it leads into
Oh
a
god,
question
ruins! Don't tell me it's Knuckles.
Hi, Knuckles.
Don't tell me Knuckles. You're playing Knuckles.
Oh yeah, we're playing Knuckles.
Ugh.
But, actually, it leads into a question I'm very curious to ask you about.
Mm-hmm.
What is a worse game? A game that makes you mad, or a game that bores you?
This is very similar to the argument of whether a very terrible piece of art that you remember is worse, or a piece of art that's not really all that bad but is very mediocre and forgettable. For a game, it's different though, because art is... The thing about art is it needs to make an impression, but a game... It depends. It really depends, honestly. Because I can see...
Which side do you lean for the most? Like, which one do you lean towards more than the other?
Probably a game that bores you. Because at the very least, like, playing a game that makes you angry is actively, like, not what you play games for. Playing a game that bores you is like, at the end of the day, a game is a distraction. Like, we can say what we want about games, and there's many great things about games, movies, all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it is a distraction. So if it can semi-competently do that, but if it angers you, it makes you actively not want to play it. More so than something that bores you, I would say.
I'll say... I will also agree with you. If a game bores me, it's a worse product. Because here's the thing about games that anger me. If a game angers me, if I put the game down for the rest of the night, tomorrow, I could probably overcome what pissed me off. But a game that bores me, I will put the game down, and it's honestly a coin toss whether I'll pick it back up again.
I actually said the games that anger you are worse, in my opinion.
Oh, did you? I thought you said games that bored you were worse.
No, because... I don't know, like, if I'm being honest, I'd better just play neither. But
yeah,
that's the easy answer.
By the way, Knuckles clearly
wow,
just stares at her
did
tits.
your boobs get bigger or something?
I think with the higher graphics, they're more pronounced. Also, I love this reused animation right here.
Oh boy.
I love that reused animation because, like, in context of the game, he only did that to stare at her chest some more. he clearly looks at her boobs and then turns around, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna do the same thing." Yeah, it's good. I'm mad. All right, so the reason why I asked that question is that since you already know my standpoint on, like, I think a boring game is worse than a frustrating game. This is a very boring level. It's got good music though.
That's just Sonic though. Well, the game sucks, but the soundtrack is awesome. You could say that about so many Sonic games, honestly.
You can say that about almost all of them.
Not necessarily.
I said almost all of them.
I mean,
like,
the problem is, like, because there are so many Sonic games, the thing is, we don't fondly remember as many as people would usually think. Overall, I would definitely say that Sonic is a bad franchise. But then again, you can say that about a lot of franchises.
I'm not talking about this. I'm not doing this right now. The whole IGN controversy's over, and I don't want to deal with it with you.
IGN controversy? What are you talking about?
Sonic was never good.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. No, the original Sonic games are good. I'm not denying that.
Alright,
There's
you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna talk about this. You say Sonic is not a good franchise. I will counter with, if it wasn't a good franchise, why is it still making games to this day?
Noah, the Transformers movies had 5.
Well, that's because the first movie was decent. And honestly,
And there you go.
Actually, you know
and
what?
There you go.
No, wait, no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Now that I think about it, no, you can't use movies in general for this counter argument, because with movies, people like vote with their wallets. Movie producers do not care the quality of the movie as long as it makes money. Now, you could say the same thing about video games. But you see, most game developers care about, like, Metacritic scores and whatnot. So if they don't get a high Metacritic score, then they're not going to bother making a sequel or...
Okay, counter-argument. Why are there 5 Bubsy games? Or 4?
Well, let's see. Bubsy 1 was Bubsy 1. Bubsy 2 felt like they wanted to just make another game. 3D, you got me. The 4th one was because of memes. And the 5th one was they thought they can continue the meme, but they couldn't.
Okay. So, without comparing, I'll try to explain my point. The thing is, me saying Sonic is a bad franchise isn't necessarily saying that, like, it's baffling how it's successful or there's not that many good games in it. It's more so comparing it to itself, because an important way to judge games. I mean, Caddy said this in like a Bandicoot Month video recently or something, but I already had this opinion that, like, you have to judge a game by comparing it to itself to see, like, you know, what it can do well or what it can do badly. With Sonic, since he's such a long-running franchise, he started out very strongly, which is why people have faith in the Hedgehog. Like, a lot of people have held out hope that, like, they'll get that classic gameplay they love because there's something in that character that they enjoy. That's my answer to why he's successful, because he started out very strong, and he fell so far, and people love an underdog story. They love to see comebacks, because it's such a triumph of humanity. Like, just watching someone come back from the brinks of nothing, like Robert Downey Jr. is a great example. Like, he fell so far as an actor, but then he came back, and, like, he's one of the biggest actors out there now. Like, you can't deny that. People love that comeback story, so people are waiting for Sonic to do that. But the problem is, there's so many Sonic games, a lot of them are forgotten or not thought about. Even, like, the spin-offs or, like, not mobile games, but, like, handheld games.
Well, no, you're right about the mobile games.
Comparing it to itself, if I'm going to say... I'm speaking, like... I don't want to say I've done, like, research into this, but, like, if I'm going to, like, guess how many good Sonic games there are, it's less than a third. Or it's a third. Like, but there are good games. At the end of the day,
though, it's like, that's still like a subjective statement, because...
Yeah, it is a subjective statement.
Because Sonic is like one of those rare exceptions where you're like, what is a good Sonic game? Nobody knows the answer, because here's the thing. People say the Avenger games are great. I don't like them that much. But, like, I'll say, like, the Wii version of Unleashed is better than Colors. Nobody else is gonna agree with that.
Oh, God, no.
You know, you got people saying, like, good games are bad games, or bad games are good games. Like, what is a good Sonic game is the problem with your argument. Because, like, it's kind of hard. Like, you got people like me who like Black Knight, and you got people who don't, you know. I don't think there's one game that isn't,
and everyone agrees with?
Debates, yeah.
Because, not even the original games?
Okay, maybe the original games get the pass, but...
I was about to say, because
I'm more focusing on 3D, because that's what Sega's focusing on.
Yeah, but like, as we've learned, people kind of want the 2D games more. I mean, look at what I already forgot the name of the game. God damn it!
Mania.
Look at with Mania. It's considered one of the best Sonic games to come out in a while, and it was a 2D game. Now there's the obvious joke. Oh hey, look, fans did what Sega couldn't. But I do honestly think Sega has the capability to do that. Like, the problem is, if I'm being honest, and I'm not saying like it can't be done, I think that Sonic in 3D is at a huge disadvantage. Sonic is meant to be about speed, and creating that kind of speed while having sensible control, camera, and all that stuff is incredibly difficult in 3D.
You know what?
The
I
3D
have
games
something that
feel
can
slower.
add on to that. I have something that adds on to that. So, the boost-style Sonic games,
All 5 of them.
yeah. There actually is 5 of them, holy shit. But, like, the
Right?
boost-style games, like, I would argue Sonic's too fast in those games, because, like, that's a lot of fucking levels that they're designing right there. Like, people complain about Sonic Forces for having short levels. It's kind of hard to develop really long levels for a game where you're moving at, like, Mach 20 all the time.
It's also hard to develop levels that feel independent and like
Yeah.
challenging as well as doable while maintaining that amount of speed. It's incredibly like as I said, making Sonic in 3D is a huge disadvantage. It's difficult to balance all the things you can very easily do in 2D. Like with the 2D games, like there's so many fan games out there that are able to capture like that feeling. And these are people who aren't like huge game developers, and it captures what Sonic is better than, oh god, especially this shit. What the fuck? Better than pretty much every 3D game out there. Not to say there aren't any good 3D games out there. It's just that in of themselves, comparing it to the 2D games, it's not as. What are you trying to do?
I'm getting stuck on the wall.
Oh, lovely. How did this win awards? What happened there?
Alright, so in this section... Okay, so in the section that you're supposed to do, you need to hit all of the pink orbs to open the door, and then you switch to Sonic. I do the glitch I always do when I play this level, and I clip through the wall, so I can finish the stage as Knuckles.
Ah.
You know, there are some glitches that I just do on natural. Like, I always finish the stage with Knuckles because I love the fact that... Like, watch this. Like, whenever you go through these rings, like, Sonic does a pose for Knuckles, he T-poses.
So fucking stupid. They didn't even finish the animation. But, like... It just goes back to... I don't know, it's hard to add on to what I've said. I don't think that Sonic... I guess saying, like, Sonic is a bad franchise is... It sounds harsher than I mean it to.
I think the word you're looking for is inconsistent.
I don't know if I would agree with that. It's more like... What the fuck?
Yeah, so Knuckles, this is like the only way you can complete a level with Knuckles. So he doesn't have a victory animation, so I can just fucking fuck around with the titles. Alright, time to die, Knuckles.
Oh, lovely.
That's like the only glitch other than the silver boss fight glitch that I failed to show. But like, I'll just say what happens in the silver boss fight glitch. So, what I've been trying to do is that Silver can throw you outside of the invisible wall on the outside of the hub world. And the entire hub world is loaded.
Okay.
The entire hub world is loaded, but the bridges are gone, but the coding's still there. so you can walk on top of bridges. And there's the funny thing is that you can't get back inside the boss fight. So what most people do once they find that glitch, they homing attack Silver, and of course you can't hit Silver because he's behind the invisible wall, but he can still grab you, and he throws you out of the game into space, and then you fucking die once you hit, like, the edge of the game development.
Lovely. I know the stereotypical thing is to compare Sonic to Mario, because that's what everyone does. It's what Sega did it to themselves. Nintendo did it occasionally, but not in the same vein. The problem is Mario does experiment quite a bit, but he never strays too far from what he does. And when he does, people automatically out those games. Like, people know the bad Mario games. People agree with the bad Mario games. Sonic, like you said, people can't really even agree which games are the bad ones or the good ones, because you were right, he is inconsistent. He doesn't stick to what he does well enough. Crash had a similar thing. Like,
Yeah.
Crash went all over the place so much, and it didn't work a lot of times. And that's why when the Insane Trilogy came out and 4 is coming out, people are more excited because he's back to his roots, and that's what people want. Sonic is the same way. Sega keeps trying stuff that Sonic doesn't belong in.
I mean, here's the issue with Sonic, and this will always be the issue with Sonic. Like, here's the thing, you say, like, Sega could make a 2D game, but you gotta remember the last 2D game they made were the Sonic 4 games. So a lot of people
I forgot about that. Shit.
Yeah,
alright, cool.
A lot of people don't have faith in them to make a good 2D Sonic game, so that's why they
Okay,
hired
so I guess they should just do what they did with Mania then. Again. Well, the thing is, were they developing a 3D Sonic game at the time, though?
Of Sonic 4?
No, while they were developing Sonic 4. Because it might have been a divided team.
I think Sonic 4 Episode 1 was made alongside Colors.
Okay, that explains a lot.
I definitely know Episode 2 came out after Generations, but I don't know if they were in development around the same time.
Well, the thing with the game developers is they usually have separate teams that work on multiple projects. It's kind of the same with movies in a way. Like, a famous example is with Disney. When Pocahontas came out, that was their A team, and Lion King was their B team. Like, they had two separate teams. Obviously, one was more successful than the other, and ironically, it was their B team. With game developers, I'm assuming with 4, that was probably not their main focus. They wanted to keep focusing on the 3D games. If they sat and focused on a 2D game, I do feel Sega could do it. I do honestly feel that. Because they're not incompetent developers.
No.
I know people keep pointing, like, look at all the bad Sonic games, but again, Sonic keeps getting put in places he doesn't belong. Try to make all that stuff good. Try. Sega did the best they could.
Alright, so I wanna...
Boom counting, by the way.
Well, Boom was made by a different developer.
Yeah.
Alright, so I am currently playing what could be considered Sonic Adventure 3. But, like...
People hate when you say that.
Well, yeah, because they know it's fucking right, because this plays exactly like the
Why do you
Adventure
boo?
games.
Don't poo at me! I've seen what makes you cheer! You know I'm right!
Pretty much.
I've never seen Rick and Morty, but I love that reference.
Nope.
Oof.
I was paying attention to the shadows. But, like, yeah, this is basically Sonic Adventure 3, but, like, it's kind of like this is the Wrath of Cortex of Crash 4. If they made, like, a actual quote-unquote Sonic Adventure 3, that might get people's faith in, but it's like... Again, we don't know what a good Sonic game is. Now, take it from me, who is a diehard fan. Like, and I mean, like, a super diehard fan. Like, I'm a guy who likes almost all of them. The exceptions being Secret Rings and the HD version of Unleashed. But every other game is either, at the very worst, tolerable.
Okay.
But, like, you know, I'll eat whatever Sega gives me, unless it's actual shit.
Right. Because then you'll get indigestion.
Absolutely. Hey everyone, thank you guys for watching.
While you're here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure to ring that bell.
Also check out our other content, both on this channel and our individual ones.
And as always, I'm Sean the MK Ninja.
And I'm Noah the NNBandicoot.
And we're the Super Tryhard Bros, and thank you so much for watching.
Peace.
Bye.